Time,
It is 9:30.
it is.
But it doesn't mean you stop.
We're good. I think we brought in, I looked the other day, we brought in about 5 million on interest this year.
Give
What's
Deb
the rainy
or
day
Linda
at?
a minute. Call you.
What good are you?
I looked at too many numbers.
Deb? She's just here teasing me. Oh, we're really good. Well, how much is that? I don't know. Yeah, it's just good. Everything's good. Okay, Mom. That is such a mom answer.
This is good, don't you worry, son.
Yeah.
No, I think
You just do the best you can, son. Mom's got your back. Don't tell Dad.
I'd like to welcome everybody to the January 5th County Commissioners meeting. If you'd all stand for Pledge of Allegiance and a prayer, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Would you bow your heads, please? Oh, gracious Heavenly Father, we can never thank you enough for that precious gift that you give us that we just got done celebrating, your Son, Jesus Christ. And we thank you for that love. We thank you for your patience, Lord. We know that you were so patient, put up with so much from us, but we just ask that you continue to keep walking with us daily, Lord. We thank you for all the many things that you provide us, like the full moon that we've had this month and how beautiful it's been of the nights, these crisp nights. And we thank you for the snow. We thank you for the highway guys for keeping the roads safe when we do get it. And we would love to see some more. I know they wouldn't, but we would. So we just ask that you give us the guidance and direction in what we do this morning. Give us the knowledge to make sure that we're pleasing you, but also the taxpayers, Lord. We ask it in your precious name, Jesus. Amen. First order of business is reorganization of the board. I'd like to nominate Don Adams for chair this time.
Second.
We got a
Move to
first and
close
a
motions.
second. We got nominations are closed. All those in favor of Mr. Adams as chair signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Vice chair, I'll make a motion for Mr. Collier to be that as well. Mr. Adams seconds. Nominations to be closed. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. It's all yours, Mr. Adams. You got minutes.
Well, I expect most of you folks, thank you, Kenny, and thank you for stepping up. One of the things that we did, I guess it was 4 years ago we started, is making sure we do a rotation of the leadership and the presidents. It's not the only thing you have to do sometimes is just stay afterwards and sign more papers, but I think that's the way we work as a board, and I appreciate the opportunity again to be working with you. And with that, I think we'll just proceed and go through this first of the year meeting. Happy New Year to all of you. And I would like to begin with a little sadness. I think we lost one of our employees. His father passed away. I think it was on Christmas. Was it Christmas Eve? Joel Johnson's, his father passed away up in Fort Wayne. It's always kind of sad when we have to recognize that, but I think it's also, we also support the family we have here of Morgan County services people that provide the government that we experience. First order in business on our agenda is the minutes from actually 3 meetings, 11/17, 12/1, and 12/15. Do we have a motion on those?
Kenny, how much motion to approve all three?
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the 3 minutes. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion passes 3-0. We also have
Big month.
some claims.
Big month. Brian Collier makes a motion that we approve the payroll and accounts payable claims totaling $9,320,590.77.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded for the approval of the claims. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 3-0. Next item on the new business is a grant application from Court Services.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Court Services is requesting your approval to apply for the Juvenile Community Corrections Grant from the Indiana Department of Corrections. This grant is on the state fiscal year, so it would run from July 1st, 2026 to June 30, 2027. This is an ongoing grant that Court Services has obtained and managed for decades, and it covers the statutorily required juvenile intake officer position. It's not a matching grant. We supplement his salary and benefits with user fees, so there's no county obligation for money.
Do you have any questions
I
from the
think
board?
it's awesome that we get these grants. I do have a concern with all the cutting that they're doing at all the levels. It may be time to have a meeting with everyone just to go back, especially, I wear my council hat better than I ever wear the commissioner hat. But if we start losing some of these grants, like they're cutting road paving and they're cutting this and they're cutting that, what are we possibly going to have to cut at the local level? Are you hearing?
So this particular grant, we, on the adult side of the Department of Corrections, we have heard that there will be cuts. On the juvenile side, we were told that we are eligible for the same amount that we received last year for this year. So I don't know what that means for 27, 28, but I know for right now, it's okay.
And I'm just going to go on the record because the Senate Enrolled Act 1. I'm going to start the new year as I ended last year. There will be some major cuts. There's also a movement within several at the state level to remove all property taxes. And President Trump last week was quoted as getting rid of all income tax. So pretty soon there'll be no income tax and property tax. And you guys will have to find something else to spend your Monday mornings doing because there will be no government. And I'm okay with that. At 56 years old, I'm self-sufficient. I'm okay with that. And I can walk, since I have an income tax business, I'll have to find a different niche, but that's okay. I like mowing grass too. So
You can do it.
Long story short, the political rhetoric sounds good, the application, the theory is great, the application is a nightmare, and it would be utter chaos, so it's not going to happen. With that said, though, it behooves us in our fiscal responsibility to make sure that these grants that we depend upon, because it helps run all these programs, that you'll know because it's your department. Please help people like myself so that I know what's coming, so I can, when I go up and I talk at the state level, I can say, hey, don't cut this one, or we'll have all these juvenile delinquents running the streets, and I'll have to send them over to Cross Street and just seeing if the sound system's working, Keith. Yeah, so thank you. And with that, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make the motion that we encourage them to apply for the fiscal year 2026-27 Juvenile Community Corrections Grant, not to exceed $190,000.
Second.
Thank you. And we've had a motion made for the grant application of $190,000. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 3-0. And Mr. Collier, should you decide to spend your time mowing grass, I am going to vote for Patrick Maxwell because I think he's
Oh, wow. Wow. I just voted for you to be chairman, and I've already been fired for mowing grass.
Thank you.
Hey, I've owned my own business. I'm smart enough not to do that again. I'll mow grass for Patrick.
you're a good man. And Patrick does a fantastic job.
he does, and with all the snow and the sidewalks and the curbs, kudos to his crew. They did.
I very much appreciate that, young man.
Real sidebar on Patrick, and not to, hopefully he's not listening to this, because we need to negotiate. But the kid buys a new lawnmower, it's a push, more of a push versus the great big walk behinds, because the grass that they put here hadn't rooted yet, but needed mowed. So if you go in with those heavier lawnmowers, you would just butcher it and tear up that sod. So he went out and got a different lawnmower and did it, and he was out there himself and got trash cans and was bagging it, and can't say enough to help it. This, I'll go back on and say I've walked this now several times, and I still haven't found the bells and whistles that they were complaining about. But I will tell you, I think this is a beautiful campus.
It is.
And hopefully it'll be a beautiful campus 50, 75, and 100 years from now.
Thank you. And I appreciate those kudos for Patrick, because he's dedicated to the service that he provides us. Next item, excuse me, next item on the agenda is a conflict of interest. To acknowledge that, is that what we have to?
Acknowledge you received both of them.
I see, we've got a couple here that, was it just one from the, acknowledge that we have a couple from different boards.
Two individuals.
I'll entertain a motion that we acknowledge these conflict of interest that have been given to us. Do we need to do any more than that, just acknowledge it?
Acknowledge you received them.
Right, we don't need a motion, we'll just acknowledge that we've received them, and that's for the record. Next item of business is a engineering and service contract. We've got 3 of them here.
We'll get it at the next meeting.
As you know, there's a position of county engineer that's open, but in the interim, if we need an engineer's services, we have some that are going to be contracted for that. I think it's the best thing is just take all 3 of these at once. Would that
Yep,
be
that's what
suitable with the board? We have a contract, excuse me, with Ergus and B&L, one with Banning Engineering and one with HWC Engineering. Do we have any motion? I'll entertain a motion for the
Kenny
acceptance of
Hill
those.
makes a motion that we enter into these engineering service contracts with Aegis, Banning Engineering, and HWC.
Second.
Been made and seconded for the 3 engineering service contracts. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 3-0.
Anna's here. Anna Giles is here in the corner on this next one.
Oh, okay. Thank you. The next item we have is a CSI agreement with the Recorder's Office. We have somebody, Ann, Ms. Boyles, you want to speak to that?
Hello, how are you guys? This is our software provider. They also provide our microfilm. If we have any issues, we call them with issues, with the system, with the software system. It's what we do, they keep track of our recordings. We do this contract every year, and I couldn't find in the file anything that had been signed by you guys since 2023. I don't know if it's been signed in the past, but CSI is wanting you all to sign on the contract too. They do disaster recovery. All of it is included in the annual contract. It's just kind of a preliminary thing that they want you guys to sign.
And you're still
Yeah.
happy with them?
Oh,
Questions,
very.
gentlemen?
I'm very happy with them, yes.
Great, good deal.
Any questions on this agreement? Nope. From the Recorder's Office? Well, thank you for bringing it to us, and
Okay.
I'll entertain a motion on this contract.
Kenny Hill makes a motion, we enter into this contract with CSI Computer Systems, Inc.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded for a contract with CSI. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 3-0.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
and,
Ann.
Glad to see we're getting good service with, it's not a tremendous expense, but they do get a lot of service for that recorder's office. Another annual agreement we'll be looking at, Rena is going to bring it to us. I think I saw her. The Purdue Extension Annual Agreement. Hello, Rena.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is our annual agreement. I can read some of this if you want to, but they have copies of it? Yeah, okay. The total amount is $136,670.
Say that number again.
$136,670,
Thank you.
okay?
I just didn't hear it very well. I thought I
Okay.
had my
That's
ears on
okay.
it.
Additional benefits are that they provide us as educators with training and health and retirement benefits, which the county doesn't have to provide. Also, it provides for our internet and technology, and according to Indiana Code 36-7-4-208, the A&R educator will serve on the county plan commission.
You know, this has been, I don't know, I think the Purdue Extension Service started back in the Depression era, probably in
Before
the
that.
1930s.
14.
14. And it's been a godsend for this county for that long, especially in the area of, well, I couldn't think of any area that's more important than our youth, but they do more than that. They go beyond it, and I appreciate all the work that comes out of that office. And I know I'm more familiar with it probably because my participation with it when I was a kid. And I think anybody, and I think we've got parents of kids that are here, that is a wonderful program that the Extension Service provides
Thank you,
for
Don.
the betterment of the folks. It's a real service. I appreciate that.
We do our best. Something that has been a goal of mine that happened in the past year was Morgan County did not have a serve-safe training provider, and so people had to go out of the county, and Rachel Piney has begun training people. I think she has, I don't know, 10 or 15 people she's already trained in that, and so they can do it in person. It's more difficult to do online, and she can help them along in the in-person trainings, and that's been a big benefit, I think, to everyone.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to hear that. Do we have any questions from the board or the public concerning this continuation of the extension contract?
Nope, I just want to thank them for doing it, and thank your willingness to continue to do it. Really, you guys do an awesome job. Kenny Howard make a motion that we approve the Purdue Extension Annual Agreement again.
I will second with an additional comment. I can remember several years ago on the council, I said I'd rather spend my tax dollars on programs like this than funding additional rooms over at the jail. And my
Amen.
point is, this is where tax dollars go in to educate the youth, to help them that maybe head off bad decisions on down the road. So continue the good work. Thank you for what you do, and I gladly second that, Chairman.
Thank you. We have a motions made and seconded to continue with the Purdue Extension Annual Agreement. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 3-0, and thank you so
Rena.
much. It's always a pleasure to be able to extend things at work. And speaking of that, we have a Morgan County Chaplains Agreement Who's going to be presenting that?
George is not here.
I'd rather table this until George can speak to us. George Watkins from Mooresville area has been working diligently. Unfortunately, it's a program that's necessary, but especially considering the work that they do is difficult, but they're dedicated to it. And I look forward to seeing George, but right now I'll accept a motion to table until George can be here.
So moved.
Motion's been made and seconded to table the chaplain's agreement. Any further questions or any questions from the public? Then I'll have the vote on the table. It's been made and seconded.
Aye.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes 3-0 to table this. Next item, and the last item that I have on new business is the highway bonds. Is that, Eddie, you got some stuff on that? Eddie's, I think, public knows is our highway superintendent.
I have here, I'd like to ask the commissioners to release the performance bond and accept the maintenance bond over at Country View Estates off of Orchard Road. Inspections have been done and everything looks good, and bond needs to be changed from the release, release of the, you guys should have a copy of it. Just accept it into a maintenance bond now that we're, keep our eyes on it.
Thank you, Eddie. How many do we have here?
They're in the same.
Oh, I see. It's the same one. Got it. I see it in a couple places. Okay. Any questions from the board about the bonds?
We just need to release them.
Yeah, it's
And
getting
they've
released.
passed inspection and we.
Yes. And it'll still have,
No questions?
Nope, I'm good. I'm ready.
okay.
Do we have a motion on accepting these bonds?
Kenny Hill makes a motion on the performance letter of credit and will be replaced with the maintenance bond letter of credit, 33-1481.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded concerning the highway bonds and their disposition. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 3-0. Thank you. Thank you, Eddie.
Just go on record that I called Eddie to pick up a tree that fell on my street, and he wouldn't pick it up because it's in the city. It's proving once again, we don't get any favoritism.
Yeah, he's gonna have to move if he wants anything done.
Told me to pick it up myself. How's that?
I like it. He knows his boundaries.
Good job, Eddie.
Yes.
In old business that we tabled, we started working on it, are the appointments. And there is a number of appointments that the county makes annually. The county commissioners make them. They also come from the county council, but we're not responsible for that. We'll take the appointments that have people that have served, and we've got kind of an extensive list, so we'll start with only thing is page number 1, and just the board, the reappointment or we need to fill. So I know we kind of passed this around. Who had page 1?
I think I did I did not get it done, Don. I'm
Okay.
so sorry.
So, well, we'll pass on page 1, and then we'll go ahead to page 2.
Page 2, under the community corrections, Christina Lewis accepted. Joe, I left a message. Candace, I left a message. Brent accepted. Shannon, I left a message. Under the,
Check those again. This is on the community corrections. Who, you have who?
Christina said yes, and Brent Fultz said yes. The other 3 left messages, I left messages.
Who are the 3?
That I
Well,
left.
not important, really.
Yeah.
We've got we'll just take the 2 that accepted right now, and then we'll continue with the ones that didn't, the next meeting.
Yep.
Okay.
Hopefully I'll hear from them.
We'll take Christina Lewis and Joe Gant, or Gant, I don't know how you say it, is that Gant?
No, I left a message. It was Brent.
Oh, you've left a message for him. So the one that has accepted is Christina.
And Brent on down. And there was no one to call for the lay person, so we need to get with Community Corrections and see if they can help us find somebody to recommend for the minority. It's got to be a minority lay person.
Okay.
And Chairman, are we on vote on these by board? Probably the easiest.
I thought we had one of the commissioners is on that board.
I'm up at the end of the
Kenny
year.
is.
I'm up at the end of the 26th, I believe.
But I don't see you on here.
Yeah, he's above. Highlighted.
I'm on here.
Right
I
there.
don't even have highlights on this, so. Oh, there it is. Okay. So we don't have to make an appointment this year except for
No.
the,
Oh, I
for
see.
Kenny, but the other.
This is a better
Okay.
list.
Well, let's go ahead and take the
I think
one
it's a
that has
photocopy of
accepted,
your
so we don't, or you want to wait and put them all together?
No, I think we accept the ones that are there. I make the motion that we accept Christina and Brent for the community corrections at this
Second.
time.
Right. Had a motion and a second for those 2 people. All in favor of that, say aye.
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 For the Alcohol Beverage Board, Mr. McCormick said he would stay. He enjoyed and was honored to stay. Also, why I'm talking to these people, I'm telling them that per our conversation that we had, we're thanking them for being on the board, and they don't get enough respect for being on these boards and doing what they do, and it's evident on some of the boards that got in very hostile situations. I can't thank them enough. Mr. McCormick, I'll make the motion to renew him for the local alcohol beverage board.
Second.
Been made and seconded for Howard McCormick to be on the local alcohol beverage board. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 3-0.
The next one brings into Brown Township. I don't know if it's the fire, this their municipal thing, so I couldn't get hold. Do we have a direct number for Mr. Morley? I do not.
I don't. I might have it in my Rolodex at home, probably.
Right, so I was not able to get in touch with him. On the Tax Board of Appeals, both Linda and Jan said that they were honored, enjoyed what they were doing, and would serve another term. My motion would be that we accept Linda Bryant and Jan Strode for the Tax Board of Appeals.
I'll second that.
We have a second for those 2 appointments. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 3-0. And the Public Defender Board, you don't have any appointments for that
No.
this year. Okay, move to page 3. We have a commissioner's appointment to be made, 2 of them. One of them is you, sir. And the other is Terry Brock. Terry said he would be on the Economic Development Board. And I will nominate you to continue if you so choose.
I do not. The ones that I miss, I can usually, they Zoom them for, so I can sit in that way. So it's one of the boards, even with my fireman schedule, I can still,
So
as I attend.
Terry Brock and Brian Collier to the Economic Development Corporation Board. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
I'll second that since we've got one of the candidates here. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 3-0. Down in the Redevelopment Commission Board, most of the public doesn't have a clue what the redevelopment board does. But it's a very important board because it's a project board on economic development. The money they get is from taxation on TIF areas, and that's just part of their job, but I think it's a very important part. And they've done a lot of hard work to manage some of that. We have actually 3 commissioner appointments on that board, and a non-voting school board member, which I contacted, that our terms are up this year. In fact, all of the redevelopment commissions are annual, so these people don't have a 3-year term or anything like that. But I've talked to Jeff Pipkin, and Brad Shields, and Carol Snyder, and Dr. Jake Allen, Superintendent of Mooresville Schools, and they've all indicated they would love to be back on the board because they enjoy the work. So I will nominate those 4 folks to the redevelopment board.
I'll second.
All in favor of those pre-named ones? Well, I'll name them again: Jeff Pitkin, Brad Shields, Carol Snyder, and Dr. Jake Allen. All in favor of that motion, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 3-0. Excuse me. On the Convention Visitors Tourism Commission, we have 2. I think one of them is by statute, but I'm not sure. But that was Jamie Thompson with the Martinsville Chamber of Commerce, and she's delighted to be back on the continue her service on the board, as was Joe Tutterow. He'd like to stay, so I nominate those 2 people to be on the Convention Visitors Tourism Commission.
Second.
All in favor of that motion, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. By the way, where they get their funding, and they have a budget, comes from, I guess most of it, and then he'd have to come in and explain it, but most of it comes from fees that are paid by people that stay in our motels and hotels. And I assume there's maybe some restaurant money there, but I'm not sure about that. I'd have to, I'm in water deeper than I need to be. But they do a lot of promoting of the community. That's all I have on that page. So, page 4. Who had that?
That was fairly straightforward. If you look at it, we've let the county administrator fill those 4 positions that are up for reappointment. Here's a better cheat sheet.
Yeah, mine's not got shades.
Josh was on those. Are there any of the, have you looked at those boards? Are there any of them that you're uncomfortable with?
I think we've done something different with MPO.
That's the one I was,
And I think we were working through that, but the rest of these are fine.
okay.
So let me clarify that, then
The bottom 3.
the bottom 3 are going to be Kyle, our new county administrator. And the alternate for the MPO we're going to work on, is that what I'm hearing? Yeah, I'm going to check with John. I know John Ayers in Hendricks County, see what they exactly do there. So I'll entertain a motion for, that's it. So the county administrator earns his keep by being on boards too, and appreciate that. And on the opioid settlement board, which meets fairly regularly now, and spends a pretty good amount of money. The Justice Reinvestment Advisory Council, I don't think that meets all that often, but, excuse me. And then the Job Classification Maintenance Committee meets when necessary. I don't think they have a regular Do I have a motion on,
There's one additional one.
And
That
where
was
Josh is at.
oh, Downtown Revitalization Committee? Yep. Sorry, didn't need to mention that one too. Do we have any, do we have a motion on those appointments for Kyle?
I'll make the motion.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Congratulations. All in favor of the motion, say aye. Aye. If your wife wonders where you are, sometimes they, well, here it is. But we appreciate your service and glad to have you stepping in those positions. Okay, I think,
Just
I'm sorry.
Reinvestment Advisory Council, you got Josh doing that as county administrator, and I'd go ahead and recommend that we put Kyle in there as well instead of Justin, or Josh
What was that?
down here where
Okay.
Josh is in there.
Yeah, it was on the Justice Reinvestment
in there.
Advisory Council.
Yep.
I didn't mention that. So let's go ahead and say, do we have a motion made there? Second? All in favor of that, say aye.
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 You're on another one, Kyle. We're gonna load you up, buddy.
Okay, I think that, you got anything else?
No, just my
That's
paper.
yours. I would, for the public, be aware, one of the things that, I know we just hammered through a bunch of people who serve this county that, are servants to the county. And I think it behooves us to, know more about what they're doing and when they meet. And, we're gonna, also, some of their responsibilities, I know, our county administrator, Kyle, is, putting together something that's been reviewed, about expectations. Not that we, but I think we don't just throw people into to a job without telling them what's all about. So I appreciate you doing that and setting it up. And I think that'll probably need approval from us, I don't know. But I just think it's appropriate that we send a letter to the folks, both of gratitude for their service.
Is this not on this?
Am I hearing something down there?
Why we're doing all this?
Yes.
And we've already, on page 1, I'm gonna help Kenny out, because that's the kind of friend I am. Chet Cromer has submitted and been approved for the library board, and I'd like to go ahead and make the motion that we accept him to serve another term on the Morgan County Public Library Board.
Second.
All in favor of Chet Cromer being on the Morgan County Library Board, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, Brandon. Appreciate that.
I'm sorry. Not
I
really.
think, John, yeah, you're on the library board, correct? But your term is not up, so
Be funny
Look
if
out.
you two beat me up.
we appreciate you being on the board, really do. Other business, we've got purchasing agents here. We have more appointments?
I haven't talked to Jason Maxwell about this, but I know he enjoys on the planning commission, and also on the board of zoning appeals, I believe. I know we appoint him on the planning commission. I'm not for sure. We do appoint him also on, well, the planning commission appoints him from the planning commission. But I'd make a motion to go ahead and put Jason Maxwell back on the Morgan County Planning Commission without talking to him, because I know he enjoys it.
Any questions or on that one? Okay. Have you talked to, well,
Talk to him, but I know he enjoys them two boards.
okay. All right, so you're nominating Jason for the planning, and then what else?
Also, the planning commission's gonna go ahead and make their appointment from their board onto it, and they'll do that.
Okay. All right, do we have a second on Jason on those boards? I'll go ahead and second. All in favor of Jason to be on those boards, say, signify by saying aye. Aye. We have all opposed.
That was an aye.
Right.
I was just looking at number, down, we'll have to fill that one, because she's no longer in her employment, so we'll have to
Yes,
add that,
Veteran Service Officer.
which goes on with the request to fill position, so we have to be aware of that, and we can address that by moving on to request to fill, it's kind
For
of
the
like,
veteran service officers, that,
yeah, but we gotta, that's on the agenda to fill the position,
right,
so.
okay. That's the next item on business, correct?
Not up, is it? Oh, wait.
You got your fiber.
Well, it's the last one in the business.
Oh, yeah.
What we're talking about here is there's been a change in the veteran service offices that we're going to address in a minute. So are we done with all the appointments except that one?
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and help Kenny. I'm gonna make a motion that we accept Abby Worth to be EMA director.
I'll second the motion.
Was it?
Abby.
Yes. Motion's made and seconded for appointment of Abby Worth as the director of the EMA. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion
And,
passes.
and the next one pains me, to be truthfully honest on the record, but I'm Ann Calgar to be our county attorney.
And now, second.
Aye. Motion's been made and seconded for Ann. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Passes 3-0.
I should have put a stipulation whether you wanted it or not. No one ever leaves the firm.
I don't know how we would operate without the guidance of the council. Any other nominations there, sir?
No, I think all the other ones he'll have to call. I would like to think this is my 5th year as commissioner, going on the 6th. That's probably the smoothest we've ever, we're ahead on the appointments.
Yeah, I think we are. And we'll have the rest of them will come up in 2 weeks.
Okay, thank you, man.
Thank you, gentlemen. Okay, we also have a fiber transfer agreement tabled. That will be tabled until the 20th.
Does that have to be in the form of a motion?
Evidently, we made that motion earlier. I don't know, so we don't need to do it.
Yeah, so we tabled it to the 20th.
Yep.
It's on there so I won't forget it. Thank you, Deb.
Got it. Okay, the other item, did we take care of the purchasing agents?
Nope, we're ready for other business, sir.
I just need you to acknowledge that you have received a list of purchasing agents.
So moved.
It's pretty extensive, Linda.
Yep.
So these are the people that are the purchasing agents for the different departments, huh?
Yes, the people who are ordering supplies.
Wow. Well, I appreciate you putting that all together for us.
Well, it actually was easy this year. We're in the process of establishing one county-wide Amazon business account. That would be tax exempt,
More efficiency, and know who's doing what.
and they won't have to use a county credit card. It will all be, it will go through claims like everything else.
Thank you. Yeah, I really appreciate that. I expect,
Move to acknowledge the list.
Just acknowledge that you have it.
right, it's been acknowledged that we have received the Morgan County Government Purchasing Agents for 2026. Thank you very much, Linda. I think I've covered all the items on the agenda.
Request to fill the VSO.
Oh, that's the last thing. Thank you.
I would make the motion that we go ahead and forward this letter on to the county council to replace the veteran service officer for the county.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded that we pass this along to the county council. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 3-0. Okay. Any other items on the agenda?
Anybody want to talk? Anybody want to speak?
Well, we have one to speak. Stan.
Morning, I'm Stan Diamond. I serve on your Soil and Water Conservation District as the supervisor, and I have some information on...
Would you move that? Not for me, I can hear you, but I think the people, it might be, this meeting's recorded on Zoom.
So, certainly. So I just have some information I put together on the overall White River Water Basin that I would like to offer. You've approved engineering contracts today. I'm a retired civil environmentalist. I offer my time and serve on a volunteer basis. And I'd like to be able to, I reached out to you two. It's unofficial. I'd just like to be able to give you the information, and then we can increase your knowledge, and I'd offer it to any of you, but I didn't ask for a formal work session. And I'd like to be able to have an opportunity to sit down with the three of you whenever it's appropriate to do so and provide you this information, and we can decide what's best to do moving forward and so forth. So just wanted to mention that. And I have a presentation on PowerPoint. I can draw it up when it's convenient to do so. If we get hooked up, it'll take about a half an hour, 45 minutes to kind of go through it. But it's just information on the general watershed, in particular ours, kind of with the water study, the great water study that we've had done here. We have a better understanding of how our aquifer works and what the implications are of what's happening upstream is my concern, and that I'd like to share with you. So when it's appropriate, when you're available, I offer to do so.
Thank you, Stan, I appreciate that. Appreciate your service on the Soil and Water Conservation Board.
Yes, sir.
It's where I started, and
We
it's a
have,
very important part. I don't know if you ever, shows you the age of when I was there. Have you ever heard of T by 2000?
no,
John
That was a
has.
farm initiative.
Pardon?
That was no-till and
Yeah, that's when we were going to T means the amount of soil loss that we were going to have as far as, I guess that's how you describe it, John? Acceptable amount. Yeah, the acceptable amount was very little because no-till took care of, when you did the regular till, you had muddy creeks.
absolutely.
And no-till has made a great difference in that.
With Lisa and David, and
Yeah.
now Bailey as well, we've been able to accomplish a huge amount, and the different individuals and the knowledge that they have on the board has been a pleasure to contribute to and work within. So, thank you.
Thank you.
thank you.
Revolutions that happened and nobody really recognizes it anymore, do they? We don't even talk about it that much, and I'm kind of glad of that. Any other items to be for us? Do we have anything for the good of the order? I guess you'd say for the good of the county. Any comments or questions or kudos that we need to address for things that have happened or going to happen? What's the park up to?
It's going to be a great 2026, moving on, trying to get a lot of improvements done. Hopefully, you're going to be seeing the Delaney House opened up by mid-year as a new conference center for Old Town Waverly Park. hopefully get some other plans going with the new park board as well. So meeting with them at 12:30 here in just a little bit. One of them anyway, their chairs, so it's going good.
Well, it's good news to see what's coming down the pike. Thank you, Kenny, and appreciate your work with it. Any other items from the public or from the other commissioners? Well, I appreciate all you folks coming to the meetings and being informed about what we do and how we do it. There's some regulars here. Some of them do business with our county. Some of them just come keep an eye on us. But you're all very appreciated, and we're glad to have you here with us as we work together to make this a fine county for the people.
And help us go to no property tax, no income tax, so I can go fishing.
Amen. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion been made and second to adjourn. Any, all in favor, say aye. 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 Thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Ann. You didn't have much to say today, but